Hey friends, thanks for joining me today. My name is Sophia and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Edmonton, Canada. And today I'm going to show you a very simple project. It's really easy. It's just a small note card, thank you card actually, and I'm going to give these to my husband so that he can hand them out to his clients. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to make them. I'm going to be using this stamp set. It's called Driving By, and it's a cling stamp set, which means it's the red rubber stamps. And you can get this for free right now if you spend $60 in my Stampin' Up shop. So I'm going to show you how to make this cute little card. It's really easy. So the first thing you're going to do is start by stamping your image. And I'm going to be using the bus again. I'm going to stamp it with Memento. And I am going to be watercoloring the bus. And I know you're not supposed to use Memento if you're watercoloring, but it's not going to affect anything. So we're okay. So you're just going to go ahead and stamp this on your paper wherever you want. And you're gonna get, isn't that the cutest little bus? I don't know if you guys have watched Back to the Future, but that's what this bus reminds me of. So you're gonna do that. The next thing I'm gonna do is grab the color I want to paint this in. So I'm gonna watercolor it. And I'm gonna use Highland Heather. So I'm just gonna grab a stamping block, like an acrylic block. Put a little bit of ink on there, just like this, and that's going to be the palette. Then I'm going to grab some water and my paintbrush. This is a watercolor paintbrush. It's the Princeton Neptune series, and it's a round brush number 4, just in case you're wondering. So just get my brush nice and wet there. Pick up some pigment. Test it on my scrap piece of paper. So I'm just going to bring this here and see, yeah, that's good consistency. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paint this. I'm sorry if you see my head in this video. Sometimes when I'm painting, I like to get nice and up close. So what I'm doing is I'm trying not to touch any of the black on here. I'm putting on my light color first, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of shading on there, but starting with the white, or the light, sorry, the white. And it's okay if it's a little bit darker in some areas. Watercolor is not supposed to be perfect or a straight on kind of thing. So it's not like acrylic paint where you want it to be very smooth. You kind of want it to be different tones. I'm just going to wet that a little bit more. Get some more pigment here. And I'm going to color the wheel wells just to make it match. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up just pigment, no water, and I'm going to go over these lines a little bit here. I just want that, want this, and I'm trying to stick to the same side of the line when I'm kind of shading these. Just like that. And maybe just a little bit here. This. And then I'm going to pick up just some pigment and I'm going to make some fun dots on the car. just to give it some, you know, texture. Okay, so there is my bus. I'm just gonna rinse off my brush completely and put it off to the side to dry. Get rid of this because you don't want anything else to turn purple. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna do is cut this out, but I'm gonna give it a few seconds to dry. Now this is just regular paper. Because I didn't use a ton of water, it worked out well. If you're gonna like do wet on wet, or you're gonna try to put a lot of water on this, it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna put this off to the side while it's drying, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab our card base. So this is just a note card. You can buy them in packs of 20 through Stampin' Up. And I really like these because I have to make a lot of thank you cards, and they're perfect because they're already pre-scored. And when I'm making these thank you cards, they're for my husband, and he's a realtor, so he needs a lot of them. And they're just a perfect size and really easy to just fold in half and start making something. So we're gonna do, on this one, I did like a green background with just jade. So this is just jade, and that's Rococo Rose. Here I'm gonna do, where's my color? I'm gonna do Night of Navy for the background. So I'm just gonna grab my blending brush, which is right here, and I've only used one. I just keep washing it or cleaning it. I use it for every color. So you're gonna pick up some of the Night of Navy. You're gonna test it on your paper, make sure it's not too dark. And then you're just going to go nice light-handed in circles here to make a nice background. I love the effect that you get from a blending brush. It's unbeatable. Just gives you a nice hue of Night of Navy on there. I think I'm going to use just a tiny bit more. And then just bring it in the middle here where I'm missing color. And you want to go about 3/4 of the page with your circle. So like from here to there. Just like this. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I like Night of Navy because you can see a hint of purple in there, and that's really cool. So we're just gonna close this and put it away. And I'm just gonna set this off to the side now, and we're gonna fussy cut the bus. So I'm not an amazing fussy cutter, but with this, I'm gonna leave some space around it. Like a little bit of a white line is what I mean around it, so that I'm not going really close, or that I don't have to get really close to the edges of the bus. And you can if you want to, but I'm just choosing to do it a little bit, making it easier for myself, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that part off. And then continue. And these buses are actually pretty good. They're not too hard to fussy cut, which is great. And if you can just get good at this, you don't really need that many die sets, because I know the dies can get kind of expensive. But if you really like something and you don't want to get the dies, just learn how to fussy cut. It does take a little bit more time, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so there's my bus. I'm gonna get rid of this piece, but I could save this for like a greeting. And then I'm gonna grab my card blank. So I kind of want my bus to be sitting right there. And now I'm just gonna do some stamping. So I'm gonna take my Night of Navy, and I'm using this stamp. So this is from a stamp set from our new catalog called Hello Beautiful, and I really like this, but I haven't had a chance to play with it a lot. I'm using this stamp from here, and I'm also going to be using the thank you for a greeting. This one has one that says aw thanks, but I really don't want the aw in there because I don't know, it's just a little bit weird unless you're giving it to a really good friend or something, right? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to have the bumpy part, like the curved part, on top. And I'm just going to ink this up lightly. You don't want to get too crazy, but you also want to make sure the whole thing is inked up. And then my bust is going to sit about there. So I'm just going to put one here. And you don't want to push too hard when you're stamping this. And one right there. So there's that. So that just makes it look like it's looks like it's driving on a road as opposed to just in the air or something. And then the bus is going to sit on right there. So we'll put that on next. I'm just going to grab my dimensionals. These ones are the mini ones. I really like these ones because you don't have to use as many. And I'm gonna try to get them everywhere so it's not collapsing. And one right there, okay? And then we're just gonna peel these off really quickly. My daughter's gonna be home from preschool soon, so I'm trying to go kind of fast so she's not like running in here and saying, "Hi, Mama." Okay. Yeah, so let's get this down. Just like that. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is stamp the thank you. And for that, I'm just using Memento. I'm gonna ink it up properly. I always like to look at it after to make sure there's ink all over it and it's shiny. And then I'm just gonna stamp this off to the side right here. Just like that. Okay, and that's my card. I am gonna put some embellishments on it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stamp a little bit of the inside too before we finish up. I'll take those road marks and put them just in the corner there. And you know what? While I'm doing that, I might as well do the envelope too. It's always nice when you're making a handmade card to do the inside and your envelope, because you don't get that with a store-bought card. So there's that. And then I'm using these hexagons today. They're called the Adhesive backed hexagons, and they're part of that same suite, this one. So this one comes with these stamps and these dies right in there. And then there's some designer series paper and some of these hexagons, which are really cute. So I am going to use these today to dress it up just a little bit. And I'm going to use a small one to go up top here. And then another small one to go right there. And then the middle-sized one, I'm just gonna put it right there next to the thank you. Okay, so that's it. That's my card. Super easy. And there's the green one. So you'll have to tell me which one you think is your favorite, or if you're gonna go try this. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be back next week with something different. And all of the things that I've used in the video will be linked below. like the item numbers. So all you have to do is go to my online store, put in the item number, and it'll show up and you can add it to your cart. Also, if you do decide to shop with me, please share your information so that I know who you are, and maybe I can send you like a thank you card or just a little present in the mail. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a great weekend. Bye.